For now, though, we are going to, after that bit of news, we're going to be rolling into our second game of the afternoon. I just have to look at my clock there. Second game of the afternoon, where we're going to be in the round of 32, and it's going to be Well Met versus Not Found.
Indeed, it will be. As taking our time to loading. Cursed Hollow, of course, one of the largest maps here. It's all about those early skirmishes to get those tributes, get that early lead, and of course have great control of the grave golems on either side of the map, knowing exactly where your opponent is at the right time. Taking, I guess, calculated risks to just poke your head in, get as much information as you can, as we are now on to the map itself. On the left-hand side of your screen, we have Well Met themselves. It is going to be Hasselhoffs on the Jaina, Surrevolt on the Falstad, Shadowmare on the Rhaegar, Sport Billy playing that Anubrak, and finally Soke on that Tyrael.
And on the right-hand side, on my screen, orange, in your screen, red Trunks, we're going to be seeing Not Found. Starting in the top lane, it is going to be Noddy playing the Brightwing. It is Sirio playing the Valor. In the mid lane, Midas, I believe we agreed on, playing the Kael'thas. Crimelink. I like Crimelink.
Both.
Yep, Crimelink on the Muradin, and Despian is playing the Arthas. And there is a nice little group up in the bot lane of both the assassins and the healer. And in the top lane, Nubrak just hanging out. Just chilling for the moment. And the same with Tyrael. Neither of them roaming out too far, just staying in bushes where they have quite a lot of vision. And we have sort of two double, we're going to hang out here and wait to see what the other one does comps. And there's the warning ping and a nice frostbolt by Hasselhoffs to reveal that instantly. Muradin also revealing himself despite the fact that he was not spotted.
Yeah, they're just going to try and force out Falstad here. They do get one stun down. They get the root as well, but a lot of damage gets returned back from the Jaina and the Falstaders. I guess that was more or less an even trade. It was just that the damage onto Not Found ended up being split.
Yeah, this is indeed the case, and we can already see, though, there is a healer down in the bottom lane in the form of Rhaegar for Well Met, so they're going to be able to heal up that way. Whereas the two warriors here, Muradin has his passive, the second wind trait, where he just gets a huge amount of passive regen after being out of fight. And Arthas is Arthas. He has a basic heal ability for himself in the form of his Q. So this is going to be an incredibly sustainy bot lane, but the difference is, Well Met can push, whereas the team of Not Found can't really, because they have to just sort of survive.
Yeah, they have very little wave clear, which is why we're seeing Valor come down here just to assist them with this. Being in a 3 versus 3 lane, just letting Brightwing solo lane in the top and Kael'thas solo lane in the mid. Valor's now down here. They're going to try and push this as they're actually going to jump in onto Falstad yet again here. And that's almost the first blood as they dodge out the boomerang there, or the hammerang. That means Falstad's going to have to back, but of course will fly immediately.
Yep, Kael'thas has already had to proc his fountain due to the fact that Tyrael has basically just been throwing his abilities out every opportunity he has and just shielding the living bomb from Kael'thas and dodging the flame strike very nicely. So as you can see, right now, Soke losing the fight a bit due to some very nice auto-attack kiting out of Midas, but been doing a good, Soke earlier on was doing a good job of getting that harassment down due to the fact that he forced Midas to pop that fountain really early. Tribute going to be spawning in the top lane. Sport Billy seems to be pushing the lane pretty well thanks to his Locust, but that's not affecting Nodney very much at all due to the fact he's just surviving thanks to his passive.
Yep, as the Tribute has now spawned, we're seeing Muradin come up alongside Kael'thas. Valor is still down in the spot lane, but Falstad can fly up, and the Demon Hunter cannot. Crimlink going to go straight in here, trying to get a channel off, and they're actually going to get it. Really, really solid play from them. Nice zone from Midas as well. Yep,
well, alright, that worked out pretty well for them. So first Tribute going over to Not Found. Well met. Going to be going in here, though, onto... Rhaegar has been engaged upon here. He's going to turn around onto Despian. The Envenom was used. He's being dropped solo. Can he use his Q? No, he can't. He goes down. And that, I believe, is first blood.
It is indeed, as those two players are now going to roam down to the bot lane. That's Shadowmare and Hasselhoffs. They're going to try and get onto Valor here, but she's just going to play super safe, super passive down here.
Oh,
just push the lane out as it's Tribute time. Crimelink. Must have been spotted.
Must have. There we go. Instant turn. The Code of Cold does hit Crimelink, but he turns around and gets a lot of damage onto Shadowmare. But every time Shadowmare has been engaged upon so far, it has resulted in a death or a near death for Team Not Found. However, they're going to get the second tribute of the game here. Falstad trying to dive over and stop it, but once again is just too late. And the second tribute of the game goes over to Not Found, who have been a level behind for a while. In comes the stun onto Jaina. Multi-shot and the Hungering Arrow do chase her down, and she gets taken out. Shadowmare is now the target. Falstad going to be flying away. He got all of his lightning rod off, but it was not enough. And the score is now 1-1 in terms of kills.
Yeah, but of course that 2-0 tribute lead just puts a lot of pressure on the map just for Not Found. These next tributes, they have no rush to get them. Well met, they're going to need to position themselves to ensure that they get these next 2, maybe even 3 tributes, as Kalthas actually roamed up top lane and they were able to pick up the Anubrak. I'm assuming there was a polymorph in there to stop the burrow charge out, as then Kalthas burst would have come in. Down in the spot lane though, Muradin and Arthas still down here. Vala's having to go towards mid to soak up this XP, missing actually quite a bit to these towers, only going to get about 4 minions worth there, as they are trailing by just under half a level.
Yep, but both teams have been putting up some very good fights in both sides. Lightning Rod, Kalthas does get stunned. He is running Gathering Power, where he currently does have 0 stacks. Kalthas going to be getting a little bit ahead here, as he does have a single stack. So a little bit of extra damage, currently a bonus of 7% on his ability power. And third tribute of the game, is spawning in the top lane. Currently, Wellbet in a much better position to take this. Falstad has been rooted, and he gets burst down in the bot lane by the Frostborn Hungers and the Hungering Arrow out of Vala. However, that does give this tribute over to Wellmet.
Yeah, but that was a fair trade, I think, for Not Found here. They were able to get some more XP on the board and had no real need to pressure for that tribute. But Kalthas, on the other hand, will fall down, as Brightwing can't really chase onto Soke here in the top lane. Awesome. Mid lane, however, although Muradin's coming up here, in fact, to try and gear up, Soke misses the stun. Soke should have his Eldritch Might up very, very soon, and should safely escape that. A lot of pressure in the mid lane, however. Despian here trying to push this one back, but actually going to get burrow charged on, knocked up. Where is the stun coming out? It's just slows now from Jaina. Water Lens being used as they hit level 10. That is the dead Arthas.
Yep, in comes Brightwing though. They're going on to Hasselhoff. Living Bomb is applied, but it's going to be able to survive, backs out, and goes to the back a bit. Shadowmare is here, so can drop his heal, and Sports Billy able to burrow out of there.
Yeah, meanwhile, still in this bot lane, we have Falstad pushing, just playing the soak game to get ahead on XP. Soke going up towards top. They're soaking 3 lanes right now, well met, and Not Found currently soaking none. Midas just got a little bit of XP down here, but if he oversteps the mark just a tad, Sport Billy will go on to him. But this tribute, it is in Not Found's territory. They can contest for this once they hit level 10, but they need to get their heroics first before they can. And there they are. Kalthas should start roaming up.
Yep, he does have Phoenix. It's Strafe, Phoenix, Blink Heal, and Cinder goes up, but they're going to stun onto Brightwing. We're not going to see her Blink Heal at all. We're not even able to blink out of there. Arthas has now been engaged upon, taking a full lightning rod to the face. There's the Envenom, and he does get taken down, and well met. Suddenly, despite losing all those early tributes and a couple kills, has just fought calmly and have put themselves in a really nice lead now.
Yeah, they've constantly had their XP lead, but only now are they being able to capitalise it by forcing these engagements, and they're going to get the enemy boss for this as well. Whereas Not Found, they're just going to choose to go down towards the bottom side of the map and push this out as a trio. They're going to send Brightwing and Arthas to go and destroy that boss, as well as the Falstad push. But down in this bot lane, Phoenix also being used just to help out with the push-in. It is a very short cooldown, so you are able to expend it on situations like this.
Yep, it's 40-second cooldown and lasts for 7, so it's up pretty much always. You don't have to worry about it too much. You can very much use it for that push, and it's pretty effective at doing so. Well met, going to be starting on their own boss now. Just going to take that down while they have huge amounts of pressure on the map. And this is what they have done for years now. They try interesting stuff, is one of the main things they are known for.
Yeah.
But they also pull off some very creative moves. And when they get ahead, they can be really, really dominating.
Yeah, they certainly can. And they're going to get the curse as well. They've had 2 bosses now, and this is going to be the first curse. And they could maybe try and capitalise on this by starting their own hard camp, get an extra push off. But it looks like Soke and Shadowmare, they're already setting up for this mid push. Shadowmare Looked like he wanted to poke his head into that mid fort, but in fact they're just going to roam down towards bot, and look like they want to push with this golem and pick up 3 kills down here as well. The enemy team of Not Found are very separated, and they're going to go straight onto Brightwing. That is a dead Fairy Dragon. Valorous Strafe gets interrupted as well and bursted down. Sport Billy here still on the front line. They do get slowed by that Syndragosa as the Ancestral will come in just to top up the Anubarak there.
Yep.
They're going to start pushing on. Hinterland Blast, not going to hit.
He's so low.
Fortunate there.
He was on less. He was on about 30 health there at the end of that. In goes Anubarak onto Crimelink. Crimelink, though, going to be able to back out of there, but this is going to be the first keep of the game. Going over to Well Met. In goes the engagement onto Muradin. He gets immediately wiped down. Shadowmare having to back out. Does take a bit of harassment damage there. Rhaegar throw lunging out to a wall to get himself into the back line so he doesn't get picked off too much. This boss still over half health. It's moving on to the core, but Well Met have bigger fish to fry. They are instead going to be taking down the second keep of the game while they still have a curse available. It's about to expire, but they should still be able to get it. And now they need to back out, though. There is the Phoenix. Rune comes in, lands on Falstad, but there's the team of Not Found is a bit split up here. Well Met, though, in full retreat. The keep. The fort there, is doing a lot of damage to them. Ancestral Healing having to be used onto Tyrael to make sure he can get out. Strafe didn't do too much. In comes Muradin. Stun does not land. And Well Met able to get out.
Yep, they got a lot of XP there from that push. 16 to 12 right now in levels.
Yeah.
And of course they have the catapult spawning.
From a 1 level advantage to a 4 in one push. That is Well Met. And they're going to be moving in here and take this fort as well. Because they can. They had it dominated. And in comes the engagement to Brightwing. She gets taken down so quickly. They had their blood for blood, so it was like, why not? Going in. Hinterland Blast does not kill Arthas. He's dropped super low. He does go down to the Envenom, though. The chase continues. Jaina being dropped very low. She might go down to the Living Bomb. It exposed the shield from Tyrael, keeps her alive, but the Flame Strike does take her down. In the meantime, though, everyone on Not Found died, except for Kael'thas.
Who's trying to do his best now just to force the side of Wildmare back with those flame strikes, with those living bombs, but they are just going to back away. They do not want to overextend. The pings are going back on to their own bruiser camp. They'll probably take their siege giant camp as well here. For some reason, there are pings going down onto this bottom keep. I'm not too sure why, but we do have catapults in both mid and bottom lane. We're going to see Wildmare just playing safe now, playing passive. They can, of course, go and get that top keep if they want. It's already down to about just over half HP. It'll be a very easy pickup for them.
Yep, Falstad is at his full stack count. Kael'thas at 1 stack count after getting that kill onto Jaina there in that last fight and managing to keep himself alive throughout. Now we're seeing Not Found beginning to regroup up. They have an easy camp in the bot lane which should counter push those catapults so it'll give them a bit of breathing room. For now though, next tribute is coming up and Not Found do still have 2 tributes under their belt. So they can, in theory, get a curse, but 3 levels behind as they are, they're going to have a very, very difficult time with it. And, as we can see, Well Met already there, Not Found not willing to take that risk, are in fact not going to head up there. However, they've realised the boss is up in 23 seconds, they have to do something. Kael'thas is in the bottom lane, though, and has shown himself. He's now making his way up there, but it's being seen by the watchtower. Boss, up in 13. Not Found. Just going to be polymorphing the Anubarak there, just so they don't get caught out very early. And now that Kael'thas is here, they can maybe group up to fight. They are not even close to their level 16 talents, though. Noob has been spotted. There's the knock-up onto Despian. In comes the engage. Hinterland Blast hits pretty much everyone. Despian gets wiped out. Crimelink also gets taken down. The Phoenix doing nothing. And we're seeing full retreat out of Not Found. Strafe being used by Valor just to get something off, but she gets taken down. Kael'thas is in full retreat. He's the last remaining member of his team, but this time he won't be so lucky. In comes the Elder Wind's Might, and he gets taken down. Well Met, gonna be moving on to the core, and this will be GG. They will move on to the next round.
Yeah, and that is going to be the round of 16 in the ESL EU Go4Heroes Cup number 26. And a very convincing win. You hinted on it earlier. Once Wellmet get ahead, they get ahead in style. 18 to 14 in the end there.
Yep, super well played by them. And we saw at the end the Northern Exposure plus 3 Blood for Bloods. Pretty deadly. And I'm pretty sure Falstad had the mini stun as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, he did. He had the mini stun talent. The hammer time, so was able to get some good engagement. They had a very nice stun lock team. It was quite simply stun, 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 you're dead. and that was it. It's quite similar to the team we saw Fnatic play that one time, only with less intended, we're going to lock you down so we can do damage over time, and more, we're going to lock you down for like the 2 seconds it takes for us to burst you.